Solomon, can you switch to the... Shabbat Shalom, everyone. As soon as we get the words up, it is lovely to be with all of you. Technical difficulties. If you want, you can actually find the words to this song on page 344 in your prayer books. Otherwise, the entire service should be on the screen in front of you. We hope, eventually, it will not just be pictures of the sisterhood. .344 should have somewhere in the middle, maybe near the bottom, Shir Chadash. Yes? Good, I got that page number off the top of my head. Let's sing. Here we go. I'd like to invite up our sisterhood presidents. Presidents? Just one. Okay. I saw Maddie walk in.
Yeah, she's not well.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to light our Shabbat candles, and Bonnie Becker, one of our sisterhood co-presidents, will lead us in a reading and a blessing.
Great. I wanted to just take a moment to
Hold
welcome
on, let's get you mic'd.
Oh, thank you. That's smart. I think you've done this before. Can you guys hear me? Yes. I just want to take a moment to welcome you to our annual Sisterhood Shabbat and installation of our new board members. As you will hear later on, we've been on a little bit of a journey. A number of us are not well today, so I am representing both myself and my beautiful, wonderful co-president, Maddie. And with that, I'm going to start with the candle lighting. It is hard to let go of tasks uncompleted. It is hard to make time for ourselves, to experience the moments of Shabbat. And yet, as the service begins, the mind and body begin to quiet. Candle of my people, in this dim and quiet light, telling tales of history as you burn in the night. Jewish women lit you in the past, and the energy of your flame has made the tradition last. Jewish women will light you everywhere, and the future and the past are linked in our first Shabbat prayer. Asher Kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who sanctified us with the commandment of lighting Shabbat candles. And before I hand over the microphone, I forgot to mention that this service has been hosted tonight by Barbara Aqua, and we have adapted a service that comes from, I believe, Vancouver. Thank you. And so the words will be on the screen tonight because we're doing a special sort of sisterhood-oriented or women-oriented Shabbat.
On this Shabbat, as we create ourselves anew for the coming week, we thank you, eternal God, for the world which you have created. You have filled this world with beauty and complexity, music and laughter, colors and textures, fragrances, and many, many blessings.
We offer a special blessing for this sacred moment. Bonnie, do you want to come stand with your daughter?
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We continue with Lecha Dodi, which, if you'd like to use your prayer books, is on pages 20 and 21.
Lecha Dodi likrat gala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat gala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha tishmi'anu, El hamiuchad Adonai, echad hu shemo echad l'shem, u'tiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha merosh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Mekabela. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Mekabela. Moi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzol atoch emune am segula. Moi chala, moi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat mekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat mekabela. Before you take your seats, take a quick moment to greet someone. We have a lot of new faces here tonight, old faces, returning faces, not old faces, returning faces. Say hello to each other, and then you can find your seats. Tonight we have an oneg after the service as well, so you can find your seats and still schmooze later. We continue with Chatzi Kaddish, which if you'd like to use your prayer book is on page 26. V'yamat tivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael v'aram Yisrael karivu. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbam mevarach le'alam u'la'almei amaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu le'elamim kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'yimeru. Amen. We continue with Baruch. Please rise and bow to your spirit.
Ma'ariv Aravim, Shekhinah of the evening twilight, we watch your stars appear in the fading heavens and give thanks for the fullness of our days and for the life that you have granted us on this day, for loving family, caring friends, and challenging colleagues who call our own gifts to fruition. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Amen.
Teach us, God, to treasure the differences that distinguish one person from another. Fill us with the strength to overcome senseless fear and hatred. Open our hearts to the radiance that shines forth from every human soul. Inspire us to shed our apathy. Remind us that it is our obligation to be responsible for one another. Open our ears to the cries of all who are in need of our assistance. Give us the courage to combat prejudice and intolerance wherever they exist. Teach us to see each other through your eyes, God. In your eyes, all people are equally loved, equally precious. Bless us all, God, with compassion, with kindness, and with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel.
Val, are you going to join us up here?
Adonai, Elohim.
Deborah.
Okay. At the shores of the Red Sea, Miriam took up her timbrel and sang her song, a song of praise to God. With confidence and love, she led our ancestors through their fear and hesitation until all hands were joined. All voices raised in hymn and thanksgiving. May her example lead us too, and may her song soon grow to be truly ours.
Nope. There should be a continuation of that. Nope, go. Go, yeah, there we go.
The song of all people joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles. An earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
We continue with the words of Mi Chamocha, and which will go right into Miriam's song. And I know that there are some of you who would really appreciate if others of you got up and danced. One which sang her history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances towards the light. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hands, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We've just lived through a miracle, we're gonna dance tonight. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who danced and danced the whole night long. Baruch atah Adonai Gaal Yisrael. Terry.
We believe in tomorrow.
So this one we're going to read responsively. So the passages, parts in italics, you should respond with. Try again.
We believe in tomorrow.
We believe that we have the power to make tomorrow different than today.
We believe that ignorance, poverty, and lack of sensitivity to the feelings, needs, or beliefs of others need not be permanent.
We believe in people, despite all we know about them.
We believe that there can yet be a time of peace, a time of sisterhood and brotherhood, and a time of tranquility for ourselves, for our children, and for everyone who lives on this earth.
We believe that we can share in bringing that day closer by the way in which we live throughout the year.
The world may smile at our dreams, but no matter.
We believe. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol ve'al Yerushalayim. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know that we've sung this version of Vishamru before. Maybe once since I've been here, maybe not. Megan Cooley, who was supposed to be singing with us this evening, is home not feeling well and with a sick kiddo. And Val has stepped in on a number of the songs that Megan was going to do, including Shema and You Shall Love and Vishamru, both of which you learned today. Not that you would know. This is a particular request of Megan, and so at some point she will be singing it for us herself, but Megan, if you're watching, this is for you. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat לדורותם לדור עולם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי Gail, where are you? And then Judy, you should come on up as well. Yes.
They changed my part last minute.
We had a lot of shuffling because of illness.
Yeah, it's a shame. Dear God, Grant me the ability to be alone with you. Grant me the ability to ground myself in the heritage of my people. As I pray with my community, may I see that our prayers are the joining of individual hearts, once alone, into one large voice. May it be your will that goodness and hope should follow from this worship.
Please rise and body your spirit. Do you want to do that? Okay. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi angi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Ha'Gibor Ve'Hanora Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei HaKol Ve'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevii Geulah Livnei Bneihem Le'man Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav LeHoshia Morid Hatam Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Nochlim Verofech Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Ne'emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidom Elav Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua Ve'ne'eman Atal HaChayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh U'Kdoshim B'chol Yom Yehallelucha Selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. We take a few moments now for our private prayers. When you've finished with your prayers, you may be seated. And someone should answer God's call. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take time during each of our services to offer prayers of healing. And as I said, there were a number of people who were supposed to be here tonight who are just not feeling well. So we think especially of Megan and Eva, and Maddie Pimentel-Diaz, and Bonnie. Thanks for showing up, even though you're not feeling well. If there are other names that you want to share with us, I invite you to do so at this time.
Sophia
I know that last week we didn't have a chance to each share our individual moments of blessing and goodness from the past week, and this evening we're also going to do the same thing. If you've got something you'd like to share, blessings, moment of gratitude, I invite you to share that all at once. So on the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Feel all of that joy and blessing. We also have the blessing tonight of having Carol Stoller, who is the WRJ Pacific District Area Director, who is here tonight to offer some words of Torah and to help with the installation of our new board.
Thank you. Well, greetings to you from the Pacific District of WRJ, Women of Reformed Judaism. I am thrilled to be with you. I've heard so much about your sisterhood from Debbie Bramer, who was your former area director, and I have enjoyed getting to know some of you through the various district events, both on Zoom and in person. I thought tonight we'd examine how a loaf of challah is a lot like your Temple Beth sisterhood. Just as the right mixture of ingredients will make a delicious challah, so will the right mixture of members make a successful sisterhood. If you take the experience of some of your senior members, mix it with the freshness of your younger members, fold in a handful of new members, and add a pinch of enthusiasm, you have the recipe for an amazing Beth El Sisterhood year. The members are like the flour in the loaf of challah. Without the flour, the bread has no base. Without the members, there is no sisterhood. The officers are the yeast. The yeast helps the bread to grow, just as the officers help your sisterhood to grow. The salt is the spice of the bread, and enthusiasm is the spice of any group. The oil in the challah is a symbol of Jewishness. We all know how important oil has been to the Jewish people. It has sustained us and has been a symbol of light. The sugar in the bread is like the commitment in your sisterhood. So sugar makes the yeast grow. Just a pinch of sugar in your dough will make the yeast bubble more and make the dough rise. A pinch of commitment from its members will make your sisterhood thrive. The eggs hold all the ingredients together in a loaf of bread, just as meetings and other activities hold your sisterhood together. After all the ingredients have been mixed together, the dough must be given time to rise. Most of the time, the yeast and the sugar bubble, and yet at other times they don't. Instead of worrying, you must learn to go with the flow. It will still taste good. Sisterhood must also be given time. Everything can't be done at once, and it will all be good. Bread must be kneaded. This is hard work. Just as your planning, preparation, and accomplishments have taken hard work. The braiding of the loaf of challah intertwines all of its individual elements, like intertwining the fundraising, the membership, the programming, the spirituality, and the community service elements of your sisterhood. It's kind of like holding hands or hugging. The power of all of us coming together, smiling, singing, sharing stories helps us make a difference and enriches lives. Finally, the bread is baked. And just like in sisterhood, when all the hard work comes to fruition, you feel real pride in what you have accomplished, that you've reached your goals and can reap the rewards of your efforts. Beth Ridkanati, who wrote Braided, A Journey of 1,000 Challahs, reminds us that challah is actually a bit of the dough that was put aside in ancient times as an offering. When you set aside a bit of your time to help and attend your sisterhood events, it too is an offering, a gift to yourself and to others in your temple. Today, there has been some special challahs to be handed out to celebrate the installation of the officers, to show appreciation for all you've done, and to look ahead to your future with excitement and some deliciousness. Will the current board members please just stand at your seats? So if you're on the board, would you just stand up? Great. Yes. On behalf of the Women of Reformed Judaism Pacific District, I would like to thank you for your individual contributions, for all your efforts to the Temple Beth El Sisterhood. You have all been key ingredients to making your sisterhood grow and thrive. Thank you. You are now discharged from your duties as board members, so you may sit down. Just you wait. Okay. Will the following current board members please come forward? Okay, I'm going to list your names. We have Terry Grayson, who is the membership chair. Thank you. Susie Peters, who is events chair. I don't know if she's here or not. Deborah Lilligren Espinosa. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry. Tova Maciel, she's the membership co-chair. Olivia Goodwin, who is the communications chair. Is that right? Okay, great. I have Bonnie Becker, who's the co-president. Maddie Pimentel Diaz, who I don't know if she's here or not. She's sick, okay. Maddie Plumer, immediate past president. Marlene Motola, the treasurer and WRJ liaison. Adria Farber, the secretary. Iris Fudel, the Judaica shop co-chair. Rebecca Faree, other Judaica co-chair, and Barbara Aqua, who's the historian. Got everybody up there? Great. Many of you were just discharged from your former positions, but you have chosen to serve again, either in the same position or in a different capacity. The continuity, get it right now, of service is a strength of Beth El Sisterhood. Thank you for your ongoing service, your efforts, and your leadership on the board. Thank you for all of your service, past, present, and future. Those of you joining for the first time, thank you for stepping up, being willing to grow and learn and join this amazing group of women. You are hereby, those of you who are joining for the first time or we're joining again, hereby installed in your new positions, and you may return to your seats. Wait, maybe not. Ooh, you get something sweet.
Bonnie, just look up for a second. And look over here and smile. And Carol, you can stand up.
I didn't want to block anybody.
Okay, we know I'm short.
Well, while they're giving some of those out, I would like to also have a chance to share a short prayer with you. I'll wait just a second here. There we go. I hate to pray when we're getting gifts, you know. Just feels a little awkward. Yeah. Great. All right. Oh, more little. Aw. That's sweet.
Thank you.
Aw. All right.
Do we do the hollows now?
Why don't you just give me just a second? I'm going to say a quick prayer, and then you can get the hollows. Dear God, each of us is a part of this bigger sisterhood. We come bringing our talents and our time, as well as our worries and concerns. May we be an offering to you as we carry out our responsibility with understanding and justice. Help us to feed each other, to help each other grow and become the best we can be. May we find joy in our connection both with you and with each other. Amen. Thank you for inviting me here today. On behalf of Carol Schuster, our district president, and the entire Pacific District Board, I would like to say we are proud to have such a dynamic and vibrant, innovative sisterhood as part of our district. May all the ingredients of your sisterhood come together as you help your temple and religious school and empower each other through sisterhood, spirituality, and social justice. Thank you. Thank you.
I have a little bit more. Okay. Is it okay if I take this off? Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. This one, is it on? Now it is. Thank you. As you can see, getting here tonight was a little bit of a journey for us this week. As both co-presidents, 2 of our new board members, and 1 of our soloists were sick this week. And so tonight is an opportunity for us to demonstrate our resilience. As I told our board in an email, there is nothing as straight as a crooked ladder. So, thank you all for joining us today for this special Sisterhood Women's Shabbat service. It warms my heart to see so many familiar faces and new friends gathered here. I do have to admit, this definitely was a little bit of resilience for me, but just sitting in the back and watching all of you sing along with Val, I realized that it's not about resilience, it's about gratitude. It's gratitude that I made it, actually, and was here to see it. So on behalf of Maddie and myself, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. I want to express our deep gratitude to Carol Stoller, our WRJ area director, for conducting a beautiful installation service and very clever installation service. Before I was active on the board, I did not realize what a blessing it was to be part of a larger organization like WRJ. It's so helpful to have resources and support from people with similar experiences but outside of our congregation. So it's particularly special to have you welcome our new board members to the WRJ family. And we did actually make one of the gifts for you as well that we'll be handing you after. I'm also filled with immense pride for the year we've had in sisterhood. After the difficult years of the pandemic, where we managed to keep a warm community through our computer screens, this year felt like our reward for all of that work. It was full of vibrant energy and especially fun. So many people played an integral role in making this year a resounding success, and for that, we extend our appreciation. I want to specifically call out a few people who worked really hard this year. We've already had a moment to celebrate our board. These remarkable women have dedicated their time, energy, and passion to serve on the Sisterhood Board. And so please accept our small token of appreciation as a symbol of our gratitude. You're a blast to work with, and I'm really proud to call you my sisters. I want to particularly express a special thank you to Terry, who is our outgoing board member. She served as our membership chair for 6 years, so thank you. We will miss having you on the board, but we hope we will continue to have you as a sister going forward. Today, we also warmly welcome our new board members. Your fresh perspectives and enthusiasm will undoubtedly breathe new life into our endeavors. We eagerly look forward to working with you and seeing what you achieve in your new roles. So Deborah, Bunny, Tova, and Olivia, welcome to our board, and we hope you find it. Woohoo! So one of our core goals this year was to foster inclusivity and broaden the leadership and ownership of sisterhood within our community. So it's with great joy that we acknowledge remarkable individuals who step forward to assume leadership roles in our various events. So in addition to board members, folks who are not board members stepped up to chair events. So I have a certificate for each of you, and I know this is starting to run a bit long, so I'm going to give it to you immediately after the service. But the following people, no, I think we'll do it right after. The following people all chaired an event or co-chaired an event this year, some on the board and some not. Adria, Terry, Marlene, Maddie, Barbara Aqua, Barbara Lear, who didn't chair but was our volunteer coordinator for all of our events, Rebecca, Maddie, Leslie Birnbaum, Megan Cooley, Janie Doctor, Ellen Cohen, Deb Friedman, and Alice Greenwood. So we have certificates for all of you that I will give you right after the service, so don't disappear. We also want to extend our thanks to two people who had what I called board adjacent roles throughout this year. Trish McCloy Ross and Olivia Goodwin. So Trish was our sisterhood bookkeeper, and Olivia was everything. And we're really sorry she's not here tonight, but we have certificates that actually Olivia helped us make for all of y'all. Lastly, Maddie and I decided we wanted to add a new tradition to our sisterhood to honor someone in our congregation who goes above and beyond in service to our community. We both thought immediately of someone who is always here, except tonight, quietly working behind the scenes. Tonight we honor our first Mensch of the Year, Sean Berthal. Sean has been working security at our door for many years, and especially this year at some of our later events. I had originally wrote raucous, and then I crossed it off, but now I ended up saying anyway. Some of our later, more raucous events. Sean was here and made sure that we stayed safe and helped close everything down for us. His kind and compassionate approach and selflessness have not gone unnoticed. Another twist in this evening is that Sean decided to go on vacation for a much deserved vacation, and we are super happy he's on vacation. He might be watching online or watching this later, so hi Sean, you get a trophy. Congrats from all of us. And then last but certainly not least, I want to thank everyone who made tonight happen, specifically Barbara Aqua for her hard work. Where is she? There she is, in organizing this beautiful service. And a number of other people who made this happen. Anyone who was a reader, Val, who stepped in as our full soloist. I don't know where you are, Val. There you are. Did an amazing job as usual. Stacy for her help with the oneg. Debbie and Rabbi. Rabbi, you've been super flexible with us tonight, and I really appreciate it. Jordan and Mark for greeting and security. Jason over there in tech, we see you. And Mira, Peter, and Solly, who were voluntold to help tonight. And at the last minute, I believe Julia and Haley helped us with some very last minute work. So I want to end with a couple of invitations. First of all, we are hosting the post-neg. We had a pre-neg and a post-neg. The dessert oneg after is hosted by Sisterhood. Please come. We've got great desserts. It's kind of what we're known for. On your way out, there are some thank you bags over here that we'd love for you to grab. So thank you for that, and thank you to Maddie for putting those together. And with that, thank you for your support of Sisterhood over the year, and let's have another great one. Thanks for everything.
on at all. There we go. Okay. Now that I got this back on, I'd like to invite up our one of our new Temple board members, Karen Seinfeld, to share a couple of announcements. We're trying hard to not be do death by announcement.
Does this work? Yes.
Yes.
Good Shabbat, everyone. Is this actually on? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, what a treat for me. This is my first time doing announcements as a board member, to be doing it the evening of this wonderful sisterhood installation. It's fabulous. Sitting here, I just have to say, I remember being on this board 54 years ago. That's a long time, but sisterhood's been going strong for many, many more years than that, and has a great future ahead with this great leadership, and appreciate all of you so much. I'm just going to kind of give you a quick summary of some of the events coming up. As a new board member, what's important to me is next Tuesday evening, that's my first real board meeting, and all of you are invited to watch it on Zoom. I believe it's on Zoom. Or attend in person, but if you are interested, tune in. You'll see how the new board members are getting along. There was some allusions to this, so we took some of these words in these prayers very seriously. And then 2 days after that, there is the speaker series that we have on occasion, and that's also online or in person. And the speaker is going to be a president of something called Hands for Peacemaking Foundation, and they send teams on humanitarian missions to remote places, and he's going to tell about his organization and their work when they installed 152 stoves and filters in homes apparently in Guatemala. So it sounds fascinating. That's on June 22nd, on a Thursday. There's going to be an interfaith tea for women at the temple, and you can meet some interesting women from other faiths and share with them. So encourage you to do that, and that's in the evening at 6:30, and you can look at the bulletin and see that. At the end of the month, the last Friday of the month, June 30th, is a Pride Shabbat service. So very inclusive, and that will be very interesting. And Rabbi Gorbin and Cantor Fine and the Rainbow Queens will be officiating.
The Keshet Q is what it's called.
Keshet Q.
It stands for rainbow. Keshet is the Hebrew word for rainbow, and the Q stands for queer.
Okay.
Not queen.
Thank you.
Some of them are, but
Now you want a little outdoor activity, get out in the sunshine, go over to the Home of Peace Cemetery. This is all the way into July, but if you want to put it on your calendars, once a year a group goes out and does a cleanup of the cemetery, of the headstones, and it's a big mitzvah to clean them all and pick up trash. So meet your fellow congregants, get some out good fresh air and see what's going on there. And finally, we have advertised, and if you know anybody who fits it, the temple is advertising for a new TBE, Temple Bethel Executive Director, and you can talk to me or anybody on the board about this. It's online, the qualifications, and we'll be interested to hear from you if you have any ideas. So thank you so much, and good Shabbat to everybody.
thank you. Am I on? There we go. We are going to continue with our service, starting with Aleinu. Please rise in body or spirit. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם,
משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
There are stars whose light reaches Earth long after they have died and disappeared. There are people whose radiant memories continue to light the world, though they are no longer among the living. These lights brighten the darkest night. They show us the way forward.
On this Shabbat, we think of those who have died in recent weeks. We're especially thinking of Meir Tamari, who is part of the extended family of Alice and Howard Greenwood. We're also thinking of those whose yahrzeits occur on this Shabbat in the coming week. If I say the name of someone that you are thinking of, I invite you to rise in body or spirit so that we can acknowledge you as a mourner. We think of William Appel, Solomon Becker, J. George Branfeld, Alexander Cohen, Michael Doctor, Herbert Matthew Dreyer, Aaron Fagenbaum, Anna Freeman, Lillian Goldstone, Clara Joseph, Abraham Kadish, Rabbi Philip Kleinman, Margaret Lemon, Morris Margaretin, William D. Meyer, Lucille Miller, Richard Parmett, Mark Pearls, Peggy Rue, Frank Ruff, Bertha Schneider, Elizabeth Sheeler, Rose Toriel Sherman, Eric Stegman, Rose Sussman, Fanny Tatt, Joseph Walker, and Muriel Feist-Winston. As we think of them, we say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We rise to join our mourners so that they don't have to stand alone as we recite the mourners' Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alman tivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min l'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudasha b'richu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechmata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, amen. For our concluding song, which has become the Women of Reformed Judaism's anthem, I would like to invite all of our sisterhood members to come on up. Yes, really, I know none of you were prepared for that. Come on up. Don't worry, I'm not going to mic any of you. Mothers your precious secret sisters, oh my sister. And these are the things our sisters teach us. Limdu heitev dirshu mishpat ashru chamot shiftu yatom rivu almana. Daughters loved or daughters shared, daughters make the whole world fair. Daughters, precious daughters. Daughters push us, daughters side, daughters make us ask God why. Daughter, precious daughter. And these are the things our daughters teach us. Limdu heitev dirshu mishpat ashru chamot shiftu yatom rivu almana. So while you are all up here, by the way, no. Who was I telling that this song makes me cry every single time? I'm surprised I got through it. Okay, you're all going to stay up here for Kiddush. Okay? Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah lemikrahei kodesh zecher letziyat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. And for those of you who did not get your own personal challah, what? Yes. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avo. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Yes. Go